I am so thankful for being alive. Today was a good day. I opened my eyes.
Hey y'all, it's Perkyy
and Honeeybee.
And we back at it again with another video. I hope I don't have nothing in my teeth because we for sure is going on some baked hot Cheetos. Oh, got some right here, some baked hot Cheetos. But this video is titled, "What's the brokest thing a guy has ever done around you?"
Disclaimer: we not about to come for nobody.
No, I'm about to say I don't even know what they're gonna be talking about. I can't even think of a situation that somebody's done. You know, I still have hot Cheetos. Why do I get on here and just start talking?
It's not on you. It's in you.
You never had to hit me like that. Anywho, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video and see what's the brokest thing these men have done for these women. Respectfully.
Sometimes they do be broke when the story be trifling.
Yo, okay. So this guy asked me out, right? And then after he asked me out, he took me to Applebee's.
That's
which
the first
is like,
red flag. He asked
whatever.
you out. Cause no, it'd be certain guys. It'd be the first red flag be them asking you out. Cause you already know like how they move. You like,
okay. So Applebee's, that's okay? I'm fine with Applebee's.
I've never even seen this before, but I feel like I already know how it's gonna go. The check come, he probably went to the bathroom, she had to pay for it, and then they probably like went home and like he picked her up, she got to pay for his gas or something.
Or they split the bill.
Facts.
Let's see who wins.
And then so, I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with Applebee's, but like, when you hit the store, you're gonna get what
It's cool.
Maybe one.
you're gonna get it. And we're going to the movies after this, right?
Oh.
So the waitress comes up and she asks us what we want. So he tells me, you should order blah, blah, blah. I don't remember what it was because it was some years ago. You should order blah, blah, blah. Also, you should order this drink. I think the drink was actually like a perfect martini or something like that. I think that's what it was called. He was like, you know, this is a really good drink. Long story short, after having me do all that, I could have just ordered whatever. But he suggested it too. On top of asking me, he asked me out. When the waitress came back to the table to give him the ticket, he was like, oh, wait a minute, you made a mistake. This is separate. So naturally, I start doubting myself, and I'm like, am I stupid? Did I think this was a date and he was just asking me like on a friendship thing or something? I knew of him prior to this, but I didn't know him like that. So when he asked me out, I assumed date, which it was, because I asked him, I'm sorry, is this a date or is it like a friendship thing? Like did I read that wrong?
I'm having a flashback. That happened to me before. Oh my God.
And he was like, no, it is a date. I just figured, like, you know, we pay for our own food, and then I pay for the tickets, and you pay for the snacks when we get to the...
I could stay home.
So when the waitress comes back this time, I already have my debit card out. And I was like, ma'am, you don't have to separate anything. Here is my debit card. Just pay for it. I got this. It's on me. Shit, cool. I ain't never seen this movie before, and...
Oh, yeah, we're going to the movie.
As he proceeds to talk about this movie, I start gathering my things because I'm in my head. I'm already checked out. The whole date was awkward, anyways, but at that point, that was just like okay, time to go. He's still talking and gathering his stuff. I start to walk out. He's like, "You're not gonna wait on me?" I was like, "I'm going home." And he was like, "Why are you going home?" I was like, "Why would you ask me on a date and you couldn't afford the date?" And he was like, "What? You tripping? You offered to pay for it." I literally looked at him like this and said, "Have a good night."
Respectfully.
When I tell you there's nothing wrong with being broke, I've been broke. But why would you ask somebody? You can't even afford Applebee's. Why would you ask somebody on a date you can't afford it? And there's nothing wrong with going through a struggle. I've been through a struggle. Believe me, you. But why would you try to pick up a girl so she can struggle with you? Get yourself together.
So before I go to the next video, it sounded like you had...
I forgot about that. Yes. Remember when I went on that date with that one boy?
Been on a lot of dates with one boy.
First of all, the first red flag, because he told me a story, so he wasn't struggling. He just, he was trying to get up on his feet.
Let me see if I
and
can.
I was like, okay, whatever. Man gonna say, oh, you want to go to blah blah blah, and I said, oh yeah, we can go. He gonna say, here my address. Can you pick me up? And we was young. We was like 19. So I'm like, okay, not everybody has it together. Some people are late bloomers. Somebody, people get their license late. It's fine.
No, not for no male.
I mean, Ashley, shit.
Girl, they be on it.
I be giving people chances. So,
I don't. Give me one more chance.
We were young, because I was like, okay, cool. This man lived like 30 minutes away. Then wanted to go somewhere that was an hour away. So I drove there. And my car, it didn't even exist. He looked on Google and said, oh, dang, they tore it down.
Like, oh, dang, that's crazy.
I said, okay. Man gonna say, there's another one an hour and a half away. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. So we can go back to where we live and go to the regular movies. It was a drive-in. I was like, yeah, we can go to the regular movies. It's cool. Or we can just go home. Because I was like, no. And I was in her car. So then, what happened?
Why did we do that? There was a reason why we switched.
I think my car was in the shop because I think that's when the girl hit my thing and I had to get it fixed or whatever. And that's just embarrassing. Like, my window broke. Like, I mean, I didn't do it. Anyway, yeah. So then he was like, yeah, it's just an hour and a half away. First of all, it's not just an hour and a half away. It's an hour and a half away. Plus the hour, the 30 minutes I spent to pick you up and the hour I spent to drive the other opposite way. This man gonna say, well, if we was in my car, I would have did it. You don't have a car and we're not in it. I'm not even in my car. So no, we're not doing it. So he said, okay, fine. Then we went back to the regular movies. An hour away where we live. This man, we got to the my parents raised me and Ashley to always bring our own everything, like our own cash, our own credit cards, just in case anything happens. So of course I'm not gonna leave the house without my debit card. I pulled mine out just in case. So when the guy was like, okay, 2 tickets. Our tickets are expensive out here. They're like $18. So I think it came out to like $36 for 2 tickets. He looked at me. And I looked at him. And then we look at each other. On me. He slid his card and paid for it. And I'm an empath. I can really feed off the energy that people are just giving, or even the energy that they think that's not apparent. It's there. So I could feel that he didn't want to pay for it. So I just slipped the $20 in his pocket, even though it was $18. Whatever. This man gonna say, oh, you didn't have to do that. I said, so then give it back. Then he tucked it back in his pocket. After that day, I was like, yeah, no, I'm cool. Nope.
It's a dub for me.
Didn't have to drive him home.
I was waiting for my day to share this story.
I know her.
So, this dude come over to my house, right? And he trying to fuck.
You trying to what?
I don't know. So I'm like, we not fucking if you don't have no condom. You don't have no condom.
Oh, because I seen this video.
I don't have no condom, but then when I'm fucking, I don't know what to tell you.
Bro.
So he's like, oh, I might have one in the car. This man goes to the car, gets a condom, goes in the bathroom, puts the condom on, comes back and has his shirt pulled down over his dick. Now, as a female, that just don't fit right with me. Something not right. So he gets in the bed. I'm like, hold on, let me see the condom.
I'm
scared. No, I put it on. It's good. Let me see the condom. I pulled her shirt up. It is a motherfucking fork wrapper, like a fast food fork wrapper, like the plastic fork wrapper. I just wanted to see something.
No, you did not.
What's a fork grabber? Like
fork wrapper. You know where they put the little napkin,
said
the
a
fork, and the knife in his mouth?
Done.
Yeah. Dating this guy for like 3 months. He's like, let's go out to dinner. I was like, can I pick the place? Because I don't really like the places that you pick. And he was like, yeah, but if you pick the place, you have to pay. And I was like, okay, no problem. Like, I make money. I don't fucking care. But nonetheless, I didn't think he was serious because all this man ever fucking talked about was money and how much money he had and da-da-da. Mind you, he lived with his parents and drove an $80,000 car, and that was his whole fucking personality trait. And I had lived alone, for the past like 9 years, fucking supporting myself. So I was like, he's gonna make me fucking pay. But whatever. Moving on. We get there, we have dinner, da-da-da. The bill comes, and this is where it gets fucking nasty. He opens up the fucking check, and the waiter handed him the bill. He opens up the check. He looks at me and goes, you got off easy. And he hands me the bill. I swipe my card and he goes, be careful, it might decline. I was like, sir, it was like $250, $300, I don't remember. Around there. We had never fucking gone out to a nice place like that where it had been that much that I got off easy. Nonetheless, I looked him dead in his eyes and I said, my father would fucking hate you. He goes, your father doesn't even know me. I said, he doesn't even have to know you to fucking hate you. He would hate you. Because not for nothing, I grew up in a Bosnian household. Shit like that would not fly.
Sound like
and that's why I broke up with his ass. So if you were wondering what it was that.
broke up. They were dating.
Right.
You
This
got
man
off
tried
easy.
to fight me over $5 that I was trying to give to a homeless person, and he snatched that shit from me.
Whoop.
The city is my palace. What I'ma do? 'Cause I won't see and she.
So I might take the cake on this one, but one time this guy asked to take me out, and it was actually Valentine's Day, and I had no plans.
That
So I
people blowing
agreed.
me. You asked
Takes me to
me.
Cane's, fine. Takes me to the drive-thru, cool. We're ordering, we go up to pay, and sometimes I like to do this little test on guys where I'll be like, oh, I can pay, and then if they fight me on it and don't let me pay, king, second date secured. If not, with no hesitation, let me pay, then on.
What did she say?
I think she said king, second date, secure.
Second date. Okay, I heard something completely different. Okay, cool. So let me just wind that back so I can get my mental back to what she said. Okay, king, second date secured. Okay.
Let me pay, king, second date secured. If not, with no hesitation, let me pay, then on to the fucking next, okay? Well, he did just that. I offered to pay. He snatched my cash, gave it to the cashier.
Don't snatch
and
nothing
then,
from me.
when she was giving the change back, he fucking pocketed it. And this was not no fucking 82 cents. This was like $6-8, okay? This motherfucker literally pocketed all my cash. Never mentioned it, nothing. I ended up finding out that he was not in fact 21, but 25. And I was fucking 19 at the time. Broke ass.
Why do they lie?
I don't get the whole point of lying.
Don't judge Steve, looking hella musty, but this is justice for my girl. Let's get into the story. So there's a guy named AJ, and he's an investment banker. Essentially, if you put his assets together, he's a millionaire, has a house in Australia, has one close to 1 million smack in the middle of London City, and it's only a studio apartment. And he's really well to do, and he has a girlfriend that's also in the banking industry. So one day they go out with another couple to the Shard on New Year's Eve, and they had drinks. At the end of it, the bill comes around. AJ's girlfriend offers to pay her share because she knows her boyfriend is hella stingy and always emphasizes 50-50. And so she says, I'll pay my share. He says, no, it's alright, I'll pay for you, because the other couple, the boyfriend pays for his girlfriend, as couples usually do. And he says, no, I'll pay for your bill. She says, no, it's okay, I'll pay for my share. He says, no, it's okay, I'll pay for your share. So she was like, okay. He keeps insisting. The next day, this bitch had the mother friggin' nerve to actually message her and say, hey, I was doing my finances and everything in his beautiful, expensive apartment, and I think that, like, you know, I'm a bit tight. Can you transfer me back that £50 I paid for you? That £50! You know what? I'm not even that rich, but you know what? Like, when it comes to friends and family, if I offer to pay, then it's my stupid mouth that had to open and pay. I'll keep quiet and just cut back on something else. What is £50 to a guy that's a millionaire? What is the life lesson here, ladies? It is that just because you go with a rich guy does not mean you're gonna get everything. You should just go with a guy that has an open heart, that genuinely cares for you.
Oh, shut up, because you be doing that.
No, first of all, I wouldn't even look. I thought you was getting it because we have a family member that was like that. That married somebody that was quote unquote rich and then got the end of the bargain. I wouldn't even looking at you. So first of all, take that a little attitude back.
What you be doing, like, bro, I promise you, I could owe her 50 cents and she will hold me to it until I give her them 2 quarters back.
Don't ask
them
for money,
$5.
give it back.
Them 50 pennies.
And
them 20 nickels.
When you work for your money, you'll understand. It's not even a worship. It's not a worship at all. But when you work for your stuff, you understand why you're like, what's your stuff? When you don't and when you get it, that's, it's money for everybody. Mickey Ray, Mickey Drizzle. But when you work for your stuff, it's a different feeling.
You ain't work for 50
Don't you
cents.
ever come for me on our YouTube channel.
You could find that in a freaking on your desk. You ain't work for. I'll slap you. Don't disrespect me.
What the?
You're irritating me.
You, because you look at these rich narcissistic dudes. So, ladies, life lesson: don't go with guys like that. That's a red herring. Bye.
What's an acting performance that was
I'm so glad. So what I was gonna say is that we have a family member. I don't want to say too much because, but we have a family member, and I'm getting the end of the deal, the end of the bargain.
You mean short end of the stick?
Short end of the stick, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know what you were trying to say.
I don't know the little slang. It sounds right in my head, but yes, absolutely agree with that woman. Again, what's the brokest thing a guy or a girl has ever done around you? I personally don't think I have a story. I don't think I do. And if I was, because of how small the world is, somebody would know who I was talking about. Then they'll send this video to over that person. I don't look.
He ain't gonna step though.
I mean, you right, but
because he already know.
If he like depressed and like that was his like last moment,
he should never did it.
I might have stories, I just don't remember off the top of my head.
I remember one. It wasn't the brokest, but it was pretty broke.
What? Oh, for me? Oh, I mean, if you're talking about that one about the movie, if you're talking about that one, then yeah, I'll have to get that one out another day and another time. But did you have anything to say before we get to?
No.
Okay, well, we love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Please go ahead and make sure to
like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you want to see in the comment section down below. All of our social media is in the description down below and right here. But first, you guys on the way.
And we are blessed, grateful, and appreciative of each and every single one.
It is.
But y'all know us. Y'all know when I start touching my face. Y'all know what I'm about to say. We lie, baby. Yeah.